There's literally a wild cat staring at me as I'm trying to record this on my back porch. Oh my god. And now it's pouring. Everything's fine. Wild kitty. Whoa. Hi, my name is Sydney Thompson. I am 22 years old. I just recently graduated Florida State University with a degree in Communications and Media Studies, and I've partnered with Oxford Seminars to do kind of a behind-the-scenes blog on what it's like to get certified to teach English abroad. I'm going to be posting videos weekly once the course starts in July, and this particular video is going to cover the Oxford Seminars free information session. So I'm going to be throwing a whole bunch of information out to you and facts. And don't fear, I'm going to summarize what I think is important for anyone considering doing this below. So you can also just check that out. So here we go. So, a little about Oxford Seminars. Oxford Seminars has certified over 64,000 people to teach English abroad in over 150 countries. You get a TEFL certification, Teach English as a First Language, or TESOL, Teach English as a Second Language. It's all one big certification. That's what you'll hear it referred to as. That allows you to go abroad and teach in language schools, primary schools, some private schools. You can even teach in language schools in the United States. They have countries such as Korea, Japan, China, places all over Europe, places in the Middle East. Almost anywhere you can imagine, you can go teach English there. So, my particular instructor's name was Helen. She was phenomenal. She was so kind, genuine. She had been all over the place. She could answer any question you had. And one of my main concerns was kind of like, am I right to do this? Am I going to fit in? Like, is it going to be awkward? I'm always awkward, but will it be more awkward? And let me tell you, my information session was filled with people from everywhere, ages 18 to after 50, from all walks of life, all different nationalities, all wanting to go for different reasons. We had to share an interesting fact about ourselves. We had a sword fighter, an Emmy-winning producer, a actress who was in the new Baywatch movie, who got to meet Zac Efron and The Rock. It made me feel like I need to do more with my life, but it was the widest variety of people you could possibly imagine. So the answer is, if you think you want to do this, the answer is yes. You can do this. Anyone can do this. It was really, really cool. And the main reasons, people wanting to do this that I personally heard, if you love travel, if you love helping people, if you love teaching, if you want a new experience, one of the lesser talked about facts is money, because a lot of these places you go sign you for a contract and they will pay for your airfare, your accommodations. Sometimes you get a food stipend, healthcare, and cost of living in a lot of these countries is lower, so you're able to save a lot of money to pay off loans, to put away in savings, to spend traveling more, whatever you want. Your opportunities are endless, which I think is an incredible opportunity. One thing that I thought was really important that I actually didn't know about the certification process was it is 3 weeks. It is the weekend, so Saturday and Sunday for 3 weeks. You will be there 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. So it's very long days, but I mean, it's only 2 days out of the week, so if you have a job during the week, it won't interfere with it. And it gives you a 60-hour certification, which is almost your whole 100 hours that you need. And you actually don't do your 40-hour online certification until after you're done with 60 hours. So you'll be doing those 3 weekends of class, you'll get a certification saying you have 60 hours done, and then you do 40 hours online. And then you get your 100-hour, which is the real certification that you are ready to teach English abroad. I didn't know that. I did not find that on the website, I don't think, and I think that was super cool to know that I wouldn't have to be cramming and stressing for the whole entire time I was in the class. So, I start everything little clip with so, I'm sorry. The way it works is you have those 3 weekends of class that consist primarily of individual projects, group projects, And at the end, you have to teach a lesson to your class, and that is your pass-fail if you pass the course. My teacher made it very clear that with her specifically and with a lot of the teachers she talks to, they will not let you fail the course. They will work with you. They will do whatever you need to do to get you to feel comfortable enough to teach that lesson. Some teachers said they even can invite students to watch them teach to get a better feel of what it's going to be like. They also, which I thought was kind of weird, have a optional exam at the end that they say obviously no one takes. It's a written exam, but you don't need to do that. All you need to do is teach the lesson and then pass the 40 hours of work after, which is very grammar heavy. So you have to be brushed up and prepared for a lot of grammar because they don't have time to stress that during the first 60 hours. So they said the online course focuses a lot on grammar. One of my biggest takeaways from the free information session was that Oxford Seminars also has job placement. Now, the job placement is offered to you forever, which is incredible. They can get you a job, you can finish out your contract, you can want to go somewhere else and get another job, and they will help you get another job. It's unlimited. So you complete the course, you contact the job placement service, you tell them where you want to work, they connect you with schools that they know are good, safe, verified. They will review your entire contract with you to see any red flags, to tell you what's good, because sometimes, the language is confusing. They will work on your cover letter, your resume. It's just the most amazing resource to have, and it makes it worth the cost. The cost for the course is a little pricey. It's $1,195 as of right now. They offer early sign-up bonuses that you can get $100 off or $200 off. But that coupled with the job placement and the fact that currently this certification, you never need to renew it. You are just certified forever. So it's a one-time fee that could have you a job for years and years and years, I think is well worth the price. So when I said anyone can do this, I really meant anyone. You do not need a college degree or a bachelor's degree to do this. Bachelor's degree will help you in some countries get hired, maybe get a higher salary, but you do not need one. You can just get hired with this certification, so that's an awesome outlet for anyone who has not gone to college and is still looking to travel and have a great job and, So I said a lot of information really quick, and I kind of want to just do an order of events really quick. For everything I said, you go to the information session, you sign up for the class, you take 3 weeks of the class, the last week of the class, you teach, and then you pass the class, because everyone's going to pass. Then you take your 40 hours online, and you get your certification. Then you start sending out your resume, you contact the job placement service, they help you. From what I have heard, it usually takes about 5 to 6 months. Hiring periods are typically in September and January, and you have to keep in mind you're moving abroad, so you're going to have a lot of paperwork, you're going to have visas. Job placement helps you with all of that, but you start that once you are done getting certified. So that's kind of the order of events. You get hired, and you are offered a contract, usually 6 months, a year, 2 years. You negotiate your contract, and then you move. And she said that the key word to say is, I'm flexible. I am flexible. Because often when you go over there, especially as a new teacher, you don't necessarily get a say in what age you're teaching. You could teach little kids all the way up to college level. They often rank them as, beginner, intermediate, advanced, and you will often end up teaching beginners, people completely new to the language. And a lot of the time you will have a teacher's aide, or, and this is in some countries, to help you, who is fluent in the language. So you won't be completely alone, thrown into the classroom. Some countries you will, but more often than not, from what I've heard, you do have help. I highly recommend anyone interested in doing this check out Oxford Seminar's website. I'm going to warn you, it is a lot of information on the site and it can be slightly confusing to navigate. I would recommend you go to www.oxfordseminars.com, click on the first tab, which is Teaching Abroad, and then directly under that they have a whole bunch of like little tabs that are 5 steps to teaching abroad, where you can teach, free information sessions. The where you can teach particularly has all the countries listed. It has if they're hiring, it has how much you can be expected to be paid, if you can expect insurance, things to do there. It has so much information, it's mind-blowing. I could spend hours on that site. I would highly recommend you look at countries you may be interested in, and also be very, very open to new countries. Because one thing I learned at the information session from listening to people talk was there's so many cool experiences and there's so many places you can go, and going into it with a closed mind I think would just harm you more. One of the best things that my instructor said was, there's going to be stresses, there is going to be like lows, especially the first 3 months of moving abroad. It's kind of your adjustment period, it's culture shock. But the way she phrased it was that the first time you get lost, like, it's priceless. The first time you make a new friend, it's priceless. Even like those times you miss your family, it's priceless. Like, you can't experience anything like this. So it's worth it. Like, it's worth the risk. So far, for me, the information session left me excited. Really, really, really excited about the course. And from what I gathered, the people that were in my information session, it seems like all just want a new journey. And I feel like you would very quickly become a family if you met more people abroad that were also teaching English. I feel like you would click automatically. Everyone would help each other out. It makes me really excited for what's to come, I guess.
Hi, I'm here with Helen, who just taught an amazing free information session for Oxford Seminars. I grabbed her aside really quick because I figured I'd shoot off some really common questions I hear about the course. So the first one is, who would you recommend take this course?
This course is open for anybody. So as long as you're 18 years old and you want to learn to teach, come.
Nice! Alright, and then what can you kind of expect from the course over the 3 weeks it's taught?
So you'll have 60 hours of in class with a trainer, and then after you've completed 60 hours, you have 40 hours online.
Okay, that's not bad. And then on a scale of 1 to 10, be honest, how hard would you say the course is?
I would say probably a 7.5.
It's not that bad.
Yeah.
Alright.
But it also depends on how much you really want to teach and how much you want to put into it. So it could be easy schneezy, it could be a 0, but if you really this part.
No.
I think that that's the gist of everything that I learned during the information session. If you have any questions, feel free to comment or message me, and I will gladly answer them. I will be posting my next video after my first class, which is the 2nd week of July. I'm sure I will be freaking out. I may post before then. But I'm really, really excited for this adventure and this journey, and I hope that I can maybe inspire other people to do the same. Being honest, I have a lot of anxiety. I get really nervous, like, traveling a lot of the time. So this is going to be a really big step for me, a really big leap. Like, I am hoping to overcome some of my fears. I'm hoping to make amazing memories. And I think it's going to be life-changing. We'll see.